about game time. Bring the pain time.
Whose bat is that?
Come on, man, you could do better than that.
Pressure him up!
That's the win.
Hey, yo, right here.
Come on, MP.
Woo! I run this.
Hey, how's it going, MP?
be a good mascot?
For this team?
Yeah.
That suit?
Yeah.
This arena?
Yeah. This would be.
Cavs always come to play, especially at home. Lock in, MP.
In the house.
What is up, Mary?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Come on, MP, you got it.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. "2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Edwards, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Reed in at the center position. And for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. The front court is Levert and Mobley. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Here's Alvarado, guarded by Garland. McDaniels, a screen on Garland. Alvarado passes to McDaniels. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Mobley kicks to Garland. Mobley. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
And so Levert will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Mitchell. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Back to Garland. Good work there as it goes.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Alvarado finds Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Levert. 11 points for him in that last game against the Wizards in Washington. Now here's Mitchell. Here's Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Garland's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
McDaniels, a screen on Garland. Here's Alvarado. Mobley with the block. Now Levert. He's playing a pretty big role. Here's Alvarado, guarded by Garland. Alvarado with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Edwards, good.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Now here's Mitchell after the miss from Alvarado. Fires from 18. Alvarado grabs the board.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against Portland was tremendous. He tallied 50 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, or might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Nikhil Alexander-Walker. The Cavaliers trailing. Mitchell outside. Mobley outside. Alvarado grabs the board. Alvarado's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Reed. Back to Alvarado. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game. Cavaliers making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Garza's checked in, and it's Joe Ingles in for McDaniels.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Mobley outside. Pass to LeVert. Mobley sets the pick for LeVert. Looking to end the run. Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Hits it from 3-point range. Edwards got 7.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look now for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Thompson. George Niang comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Karis LeVert. Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Cleveland.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Garza. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Alvarado. Fires for 3. Vincenzo buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. Outside Garland. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Count that one. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
There's Garland. Another miss by Garland. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from 3-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
The wing set for him, Mitchell and Okoro. Niang out there with Wade. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. So it's Minnesota now. After the Cavaliers pick up 3, and the basket by Alvarado.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Here's Mitchell. No scoring in this one. Three-pointer. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Timberwolves leading by 8. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Alvarado gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Yeah.
Here's Jerome. He's defended by Alvarado. Mitchell outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And Cleveland making a change here. Strus is checked in. Pass to Alvarado. Drives to the hoop. Jerome. With the rebound.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
To the middle. Okoro shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 10. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Mitchell's got it back down to within single digits for Cleveland.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Count it. He's got 9.
Whoa, how sluggish was that defense?
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Jerome. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Now Alvarado. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Alvarado's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McDaniels. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here's Niang after the made shot from Alvarado. Here's Mitchell. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for George Niang. Evan Mobley comes in for Isaac Okoro. Levert's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Minnesota also making some changes. Garza's checked in. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, here's Garland. He's got 6, and it's good for 2. Garland's got 8.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Alvarado. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's Garland. And off the front iron, and in it goes. He's got 10.
And one of Garland's patented moves, pulling up off the bounce.
Alvarado with it. He's got 18. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Edwards finds Alvarado. Drops in the tray. Alvarado's got 21 in the game.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Mitchell dishes to Thompson. Garland with it. Picked up by Edwards. Garland, no good. Minnesota leading by 18. Alvarado passes to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Alvarado. Guarded by Garland. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Pass to Levert. And here is Garland. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 16-7 run. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Alvarado. He's got 23. Reed with a screen on Garland. And the basket by Alvarado.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Now, here's Thompson. Here's Garland. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Garland's got 10 points in the quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
For 3, Edwards. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Timberwolves ahead, just dominating this one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. You know, maybe we should take a road trip, the three of us.
Yeah, if we're going on a road trip, I'm bringing my dogs.
Nah, what about that smell?
I don't think they'll mind it.
Ouch.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Timberwolves.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. McDaniels is out there with Reed. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Alvarado in at the point. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. Now, here's Garland. Pass to LeVert. Thompson sets the pick for Mobley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
He hits the second from the line. Minnesota leading by 20. Here's Alvarado. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer. Alvarado's got 28 points for the game.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pass to Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Garland striking back at the arc, putting his competitiveness on display.
Now Alvarado. And he has 28 points for the game. Now here's Reed. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's LeVert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Here's Alvarado, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Darius Garland picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And he uses the glass on the layup. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Alvarado passes to Edwards. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league. for several years to come.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Mobley finds LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Mobley outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's Alvarado. He has 31. Back to DiVincenzo. Fires from deep. That shot misses. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Cavaliers. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Now, here's Mitchell after the miss from Alvarado. The three for DiVincenzo. Hits the three-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Back to Garland. Pass to LeVert. Mitchell with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Here's Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And Garland is doing whatever he wants on offense, looking absolutely dominant.
And the basket by Alvarado.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Banked in off the glass. Garland's got 9 points here in the second half.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's George Niang in for Evan Mobley. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. These days in the NBA, no lead is safe. Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said there was a time where you weren't taking 20 triples in a game. It's all down to that. Momentum, too. These guys got into the league being offensive-minded, and when they get hot, it's a sight, and it's really hard to stop. Kevin?
Chris Finch is right. It's impossible to stop. Thank you, D.A.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Niang. Nothing on the board. And here's Garland for three. Alvarado grabs the board. Alvarado's got rebound number 15 here tonight. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Yep, it counts. Alvarado's got 37.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Now, here's LeVert. Defense is right there. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Alvarado passes to McDaniels for the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Pass to Garland. From downtown, and it's Wade. That time on the assist by Garland. Wade's got 5 points so far.
Well, superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
Offensive rebound. Now Alvarado. 37 points for him. McDaniels passes to Alvarado. Back to McDaniels. Drills it from outside. He has 7.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And so it's Minnesota with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Cavaliers. Mobley, he's checked in for Okoro. Karis LeVert comes in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Edwards has come in for Miller. And it's the chosen one in for Dillingham. Ingles, the 7-footer falls.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the chosen one.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. Evan Mobley is out there with George Niang. And it's LeVert in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Alvarado finds Vincent. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
let the kids play.